Manchester United are ready. The moment Real Madrid decide to sell Aurelien Tchouameni, Manchester United will be the first club through that door. They have already held talks to understand Madrid's exact position on their prized midfielder, and today, a development at the Bernabeu has brought this transfer closer than it has ever been before. On UnitedFan Daily today, we break down every single detail of the most exciting transfer story in world football right now. Stay with me, this one is huge. Let's go. Before we go any further, drop your answer right now in the comments. Do you think Real Madrid will sell Tchouameni this summer? Type sell or keep below. I want this debate absolutely massive today. Now let us get into it. Let me give you the full picture of exactly where this transfer stands right now, because the latest development is absolutely massive. Manchester United are ready to move for Aurelien Tchouameni the moment Real Madrid decide to sell. This is not speculation. This is not wishful thinking from United fans on social media. This is confirmed. United have already held direct talks specifically to ascertain Real Madrid's stance on the midfielder. They have gone to the source. They have asked the question directly, and they are now waiting, poised, ready to pounce the moment Madrid give the green light. And here is the development at Real Madrid that makes this transfer more likely than ever before. The Spanish giants would prefer to make sales before funding further arrivals this summer. Let me explain exactly what that means. Real Madrid want to bring in new players. Jose Mourinho has his own targets, his own vision, his own preferred signings that he wants to build his Madrid project around. But Real Madrid, even with their enormous financial power, operate by a principle of selling before buying. They want to generate funds from player sales first and then use that money to bring in the players Mourinho specifically wants. And Tchouameni, pushed towards the exit door by Mourinho's tactical preferences, is the most sellable asset Madrid have this summer at a price that meets their financial requirements. £77 million. Clean, straightforward, immediately available. Exactly what Madrid need to fund their own transfer plans. The pieces are falling into place, and Manchester United are right there, ready and waiting. Now, let me tell you something that nobody else is talking about, because the most important figure in the Tchouameni transfer saga is not Florentino Perez. It is not Michael Carrick. It is not even Tchouameni himself. It is Jose Mourinho. And here is exactly why. When Mourinho arrived at Real Madrid this summer, he brought with him a very specific and very clear vision of how he wants his team to play. Mourinho wants a creative, attacking midfielder at the heart of his system, a playmaker, an organizer, not a defensive holding midfielder. And that tactical preference has created a problem for Tchouameni, because Tchouameni is a defensive holding midfielder. That is his greatest quality. That is what makes him one of the best players in the world in his position. But it is not the profile that Mourinho wants to build his Real Madrid around. And a player who does not fit the manager's system, no matter how talented, finds himself surplus to requirements. Mourinho wants to bring in his own preferred midfielder, and to do that, Madrid need to sell. And the most logical player to sell, the one who does not fit Mourinho's system, is Tchouameni. Jose Mourinho, the man who once managed Manchester United, is inadvertently doing United fans the greatest favor in the history of this club. By not wanting Tchouameni in his system, he is pushing the best defensive midfielder in the world directly to Old Trafford, and United are ready to receive him with open arms. Now, let me tell you exactly what Manchester United have already done to prepare for this moment, because Ineos and Michael Carrick have not been sitting back and hoping. They have been actively preparing for the Tchouameni deal for weeks. First, United held direct talks to ascertain Real Madrid's exact stance on selling. They did not rely on agents. They did not rely on third-party information. They went directly to the source and asked the question face to face. That level of directness and professionalism is something we have not seen from Manchester United in the transfer market for years, and it tells you everything about how Ineos are running this club. Second, Fabrizio Romano confirmed weeks ago that Tchouameni is United's dream signing this summer. That's not a casual description. When Romano uses the word dream, it means the club has made this player their absolute number one priority, above everyone else, above Santos, above Scott, above Somerville. Tchouameni is the target. Third, Rio Ferdinand, the United legend who still has connections inside Old Trafford, publicly urged United to be the first club at the door the moment Tchouameni shows any sign of leaving Madrid. Ferdinand revealed he had private conversations about this situation. He knows things we do not, and his public demand tells you everything about the level of internal confidence at United that this deal can be done. United have done everything right in this pursuit. They have been patient, they have been professional, they have been direct, and now they are waiting for the one final trigger that sets everything in motion. Real Madrid saying yes. And now, let me remind you one final time exactly why Aurelien Tchouameni would be the most transformative signing Manchester United have made in over a decade. He is 26 years old, right in the absolute prime of his career. He stands at 6'2", physically dominant, impossible to knock off the ball. He's a Champions League winner, a World Cup finalist, a French international who captains his country when Kylian Mbappe is absent. He's the defensive foundation upon which France's entire tournament campaign was built. He's exactly what Carrick has been searching for all summer, the elite number 6, the player who does everything Ederson does, but at an even higher level of quality and experience, a player who has competed and excelled on the very biggest stages in world football, and alongside Kobbie Mainoo, who is about to have the most exciting season of his young career, Tchouameni gives United the most complete central midfield partnership in the Premier League. That's not just a good signing, that's a statement signing. A signing that tells Arsenal, City, Liverpool, and every other club in this league, Manchester United are back, and we're coming for everything. So, here's the UnitedFan Daily verdict on everything we've covered today. United are ready. Real Madrid prefer to sell before buying. Mourinho does not want Tchouameni in his system. The financial motivation for Madrid to sell is real. The player would accept a move to United. Romano calls him the dream. Ferdinand demands it gets done. And United have already held direct talks to understand exactly where Madrid stand. Every single piece of this puzzle is in place. The only missing piece, the final trigger, is Real Madrid making the official decision to sell. And with Mourinho pushing for his own targets, with Madrid needing funds to bring in those targets, that decision is coming soon. When it comes, United will be first through the door. The money is ready. The contract terms are ready. Michael Carrick is ready. Old Trafford is ready. Aurelien Tchouameni in a Manchester United shirt in the Champions League alongside Kobbie Mainoo. I genuinely cannot wait. Come on, United. So, do you think Real Madrid will sell Tchouameni this summer? And if they do you think United finally get their dream signing? Type sell or keep in the comments and tell me your honest verdict. Smash that like button, subscribe to UnitedFan Daily for daily United transfer content every single day, and I will see you very soon. Come on, United.